not a planet. It is the center of the universe. And no, not this universe where everything is millions, billions, and trillions of miles away. That is all fabricated. Now, this is a theory growing in popularity, and it supports the flat Earth theory, as it is based around the idea that the Earth is stationary. Everything around us is moving. This model of the Earth shows us that we are not as insignificant as we are taught we are. The current model of our universe shows us Earth to be an insignificant speck of dust in comparison to the universe that is 94 billion light years wide, when in actuality, everything revolves around us. Similar theories depict Earth as a realm, not an object, meaning that it has no edge and should be seen as a system environment. The sun and the moon are wirelessly powered through an electromagnetic field. I know to many this may sound ridiculous, as we have been taught since birth that we live in a solar system with other planets and galaxies. What if Earth is not what we think at all, and we know nothing of our true reality?
You are going to want to see this. This is completely freaking me out. I'm not saying any of this is true. This is for entertainment purposes only. But this is creepy. Scientists have recently discovered 7 of these objects in space, what they're depicting as alien structures who are sucking the energy out of a star. On the religious side of this has already been depicted as an angel. Yeah, an angel. I can't remember what religion it is, but this is how they depicted angels. It looks extremely similar to what they found in space. Specifically in the book of Ezekiel, it says right here, the book mentions eye-covered wheels inside wheels that travel with creatures. So while scientists are saying that this is an alien structure absorbing energy from a light source, the book of Ezekiel is saying that this is a structure that is transferring an angel. And the significance that they found 7 of them literally says in the Christian Bible there are 7 archangels in ancient history. What? Also weird part of this is the second bullet. They are also known as the Watchers. Do you know what movie just came out recently? This movie that just came out in 2024 called The Watchers was literally about fallen angels. You can be not religious at all, but this is seriously creepy.
What's a conspiracy theory that you 1000% believe in?
Okay, hear me out. It sounds weird. Mattress Firm is laundering money or doing something super, super sketchy. Mattress Firm likes to cluster their stores together. Just look. This is in my hometown. These are not even a minute apart from each other. There's 3 of them on the same road. Same city, same thing. And here, example again. Outside of my city, this is in Texas, there are 10 on the same road. I don't know how spread out these are, but 10. I've never been in a Mattress Firm my entire life. There can't be that much of a need for mattresses. The weird thing too, and you'll just have to take my word on this, when you drive past a Mattress Firm, there's never cars in the parking lot. And if there is, there's like maybe one. The Mattress Firm website says there's 2,500 stores across America and about 8,500 employees. That means there should be at least 3 people working a store. On top of that, they've disclosed accounting irregularities. Oh my god, I could talk about this all day.
So I was recently tagged in a video that quite literally gave me chills. Some of you may know I am a practicing witch and clairsentient. This means I have the gift of psychic feeling. It also means I'm an empath, which is draining, but useful. The reason this is relevant will make sense when you watch this.
And Princess Diana will be there too, and she will be most likely speaking. Michael Jackson will be there too.
This psychic's claiming like a bunch of celebrities are actually alive and it's gonna come forward.
It's true that JFK Jr. is alive. You'll know sooner than spring, but you know, by spring at the latest, everybody will know.
So when I saw this, my heart, like, it's pounding right now. Like, it just started pounding. I just felt it. Are they recently getting braver? Is that why so many people are coming forward? Because they're gonna be revealed soon?
So Princess Diana is gonna die. Michael Jackson is gonna die. You are gonna die. I'm gonna die. I've solved the biggest mystery of this planet.
Everything we learn in the establishment-controlled education systems is specifically designed to program our minds away from the truth. Physics is wrong. Medicine is wrong. History is wrong. Everything we are taught in textbooks is mainly wrong. And this is done purposefully so we don't understand how to move our bodies, how to feed our bodies, what really happened in the past, what technology can really do these days. All of these things, if we learn them, would help us empower ourselves, would help us actually understand what's really going on with our reality.
So this movie is called Above Majestic, and it basically breaks down how many of the conspiracy theories are in fact real and they are not conspiracies.
You don't go down there 22 times, Emery.
Well,
just to observe plants and animals.
They weren't all they were not all of the, the same place each time, George. There were, different places that you would go. And we were investigating these other beings that were down there and seeing, what, if they could be a problem in the future, maybe. We were doing some observations. We weren't hurting anyone or kidnapping anything. But we did come upon, like I said, carcasses of beings that we would harvest these samples of tissue and bring them back and study it.
You mean to tell me that you folks went down there, you especially, 22 times, and you didn't take one of these little creatures or one of these animals or a plant?
We did set many traps for the animals and the different life beings that were down there, and we did take those back, yes.
You do? And some of them are probably alive today? A little creature,
I'm sure,
in some
100%. Well, I mean, they're still doing it, so I mean, this is an ongoing project.
Do these things communicate? I mean, what does the little creature sound like?
Well, there's many different types of creatures, just like there's many different types of creatures on top of the earth.
Oh, yeah.
So think about...
But these are more human than animal, you said.
Well, they are. Well, they're more conscious. Animals are conscious, but these creatures are more communicative, I'll say.
As ridiculous as it may sound, do you guys believe in the Hollow Earth theory? Let me know.
If your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil.
This industry is not what it seems to be. I bet you there's rappers in here right now that can rap way better than me. You can rap way better than me. You will never be where I'm at because this industry is rigged. You have to go see this person and sit down and talk to them. You have to go and do this. You're a puppet.
Hollywood Records contract, and I'm signing it to have my first record ever and selling my soul to Hollywood Records.
Something happened to me. I haven't been the same since. I've realized something about myself. It's dangerous.
So they practice witchcraft.
What does it mean, though?
What it means.
What does the checkerboard mean?
It means mind control. So you got classical conditioning and you got operational conditioning. So what they do is they use programming. So
MK Ultra.
Yeah, but it's to push an agenda. So
you heard of this shit before, right?
I heard of MK Ultra, but I don't pay that shit too much.
Whoa! If you're exposed too much, then you're no longer gonna survive.
Towards the end of his life, Elvis was consuming anywhere from 10 to 12,000 calories a day. He was rapidly gaining weight in the last 5 years of his life and got up to 350 pounds. He would lock himself in his room in Graceland for days and would just gorge himself on various kinds of food and cheeseburger platters. He had a personal nurse that would just bring him whatever he wanted. It was even reported that he refused to bathe throughout 1975, and this caused a lot of sores on his body. He was suffering from chronic constipation from all of his drug use. He could not go. And not to mention his nocturnal habits had his system all out of whack. On the day he died, he woke up around 4 p.m., did his thing, went to the dentist at 11 p.m., and then went to bed at 6 a.m. Apparently he couldn't sleep and went to the bathroom sometime in the morning and never came back out. Elvis's girlfriend Ginger found his body on August 16, 1977. He was found with his pants around his ankles, face down on the carpet in his bathroom, surrounded by his own vomit. He was rushed to the hospital but was ultimately pronounced dead at the age of 42. His autopsy was sealed by his family for 50 years, but when it was ultimately released, It said that there was up to 4 months of backed up stool in his system. There were also 8 different kinds of prescription drugs found in his system. The doctor who prescribed him these drugs was nicknamed Dr. Nick, and his medical license was suspended after the death of Elvis. According to the charges, in the last 20 months of Elvis's life, he was prescribed over 12,000 pills and other pharmaceuticals. It was reported that he used to carry 3 suitcases full of prescription drugs with him whenever he would travel. After his death, Elvis was embalmed and returned to Graceland. A public viewing of his casket was held, and thousands of fans flooded to Memphis to pay their respects. So many people, in fact, that the president had to order 300 National Guard troops to go to Memphis and help maintain the order. A funeral was held on August 18th for friends and family only. When it came time for the burial, it was estimated that 80,000 people lined the streets to say their goodbyes. Elvis was laid to rest wearing a white suit and a blue shirt.
Does this video show proof of time travel? So this video is from 1928 and it shows a woman apparently on the phone. But what's creepy is mobile phones weren't invented for another 50 years.
I mean, that doesn't look like a mobile phone.
There's this crazy theory that Conor McGregor is actually a puppet of Dana White. Huh? Yo, there's this interview. You know that one picture of Muhammad Ali, he's going like this? You know, there's this crazy theory that Conor McGregor is actually a puppet of Dana White. Huh? Yo, there's this interview, fam. You can see Dana White is like putting his hand behind his back. Anytime the direction of like attention had to go to somebody, Dana White would look first and then Conor. Right? What? Look this way, Dana White looks first, then Conor. And then take this in, bro. He would make him say something while his hand was there, and then he let go. And he said, literally said, "You're back now." He said, "You're back now," and then all of a sudden his mannerisms changed.
Yes. Okay. You're back. But we're not about to fight, so can I shake your hand? Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
In an interview? In an interview. No. So imagine Conor McGregor, the face of the UFC, face of the fight game, right? You wouldn't want him to mess up anything he says. 100%. So why not put it in the hands of the shot caller himself? It goes into, you know, MK Ultra. MK Ultra. I heard of it. Fuck. So MK Ultra is a CIA kind of project.
I mean, he acts like a puppet, but is he really a puppet?
You know that one picture of Muhammad Ali, he's going like this? You know how the guys on the floor, all the people in the back, their faces are all confused. None of them are cheering. They're all just super confused. That fight, right? Muhammad Ali, when he hit him with that punch, he was telling him, "Get up, sucker, keep fighting me." He's like, "I know that didn't hurt you." What happened was everybody was so confused because he hit him with a punch that was kind of soft. Now everybody thought, "Oh, is it fixed? Is it fixed?" Right? Yeah. The opponent's wife said that the reason he fell to the floor and the reason he gave up right there was because he really had to take a shit. No way.
Here are some fun facts that are not fun, but you should still know about them. Well, Teletubbies is a cute, innocent show for kids, right? No! It's actually based on a mental institute in Bulgaria called La La Land. These kids were locked out for days and people forget to feed them. So Lala's real name was actually Tulip. Her face was so deformed that she looked like she was smiling. She was locked up for so long her face turned yellow, and that's why she was the yellow Teletubby. Next, we got the blue Teletubby, based out of a Tollaway, who was really naughty. One day he was punished by staying outside. Because of the cold, he froze to death and he turned blue, and that's why he's the blue Teletubby. Next, we got the green Teletubby named Dipsy. He puked and vomited all the time because he was always sick. When he puked on the floor, nobody cleaned it up, so he just lied in his vomit for months. So he got sicker and sicker and he turned green, and that's why he's a green Teletubby. And last we got Po, which actually was my favorite. Her real name was Polia. One day she was playing with mud and she came home really tired, so she fell asleep by the fire. Not knowing it was Po, someone came and thought she was the log and threw her into the fire. And that's how she died.
I mean, that's a good fairy tale.
So I've got a comment from Edmund. This is a question I get a lot. How can I help my mum who thinks the earth is flat? That's a very good question, and I hear a lot about people who believe some of the more extreme conspiracy theories, including this idea that the earth is flat. And there are some really good bits of advice that I've got from speaking to psychologists and other people who know a bit about how best to approach this. And actually there's, I hope, a really good episode of this podcast, Mariana in Conspiracy Land. It's right near the end. I think it's episode 9, and it's all about again, advice on how to help people out of the rabbit hole. So the advice I come across again and again is, first of all, it's really important to have a conversation, not an argument. You don't want to get into a really heated debate, because on the whole, it doesn't work. You want to be able to talk to someone and understand where they're coming from. Why does she think the earth is flat? How has she reached this point? And try and untangle the legitimate fears, concerns and questions she might have from the more extreme ideas. Another thing that's really important is to question her sources. Why don't you ask her a bit about where she's finding this stuff? Where is she watching these videos? Is she on certain social media sites or group chats? How does this all work? And then the final thing, which I'm told lots and which I try and do in my job, is just not to give up. A lot of people say to me, oh, I just can't have these conversations anymore. They end up with really heated arguments and it's really difficult. But actually, if you can just keep talking, be really open to having a chat, not shut down the conversation, you can at least start to make some progress.
I mean, I don't mind flat earthers, as long as they're open-minded and they're open for conversation.
This has got to be the funniest news video, just watch.
Okay, so just to double check before I start, y'all said whoever come forward, we not gonna go to jail, so I'm not going to jail, right? If I tell, I'm not going to jail. I need both of y'all to tell me I'm not going to jail. Okay, cool. So boom, let me tell y'all I'm gonna tell y'all everything that happened. So 3 days ago, me and this girl got into it. Her name Keisha. That's the one y'all should be looking for, and the one that y'all want to lock up. She started everything. She always starts everything. So me and Keisha got into it. I pulled up on her, tried to handle that, but I'm gonna be honest, Keisha whooped my ass. I would never pull up on somebody again. Well, I ain't learned my lesson that day. I learned my lesson this day in this Walmart brawl. Keisha beat my ass. Oh, don't curse. This live? My bad. Fuck you, Keisha. Anyways, so I ain't never in my life got drugged by my eyelids. She drugged me by my eyelids, and I'm not even playing. I'm not over-exaggerating, and I'm not doing too much. Keisha make things happen. I would never fight Keisha again. Well, I did try to again at this Walmart brawl, but that's because I had my crew with me. So I told Keisha next time I see her, since you basically jumped me, she hit me with both of her hands. Her head, she bit me, she kneed me, and she fucking used her fucking ankle. How you beat my ass with your ankle? I don't know how she did this. I feel like it wasn't a fair fight. You jumped me with your other body parts. I don't like that. So on this day in particular, with all this stuff with the cameras and stuff, I seen Keisha in Walmart. It looked like you laughing, and I don't like that, but I'm gonna keep going since this live. I'm gonna give a shout out to my Instagram at She Tally. But I seen Keisha at Walmart. Made sure I hid behind the counter. Made sure she didn't see me, because I already told her next time I see her it's on site. But you tell Keisha something like that, Keisha gonna come get your ass. You say it's on site, it's on site. See, when I say it's on site, I just be talking, because I got a lot of fucking mouth and I ain't got no hands to back it up with. But Keisha do. So anyways, I saw Keisha in Walmart, called my crew up. That's why it was so many people. I called my family. I told them, because I told them 3 days ago she jumped me. They don't know it was just her and all her limbs beat my ass. But my family came up there and we just did what it do. And somehow, I'm gonna be honest, I did get my ass beat again by Keisha. A second time in the middle of that whole brawl. But that ain't the point right now. The point is, y'all said whoever come forward and tell. I thought I heard Keisha. The point is, y'all said whoever come forward and tell, we not gonna go to jail. So I need y'all to lock Keisha up, because she beat my ass again. Her family beat my family. I don't know what the fuck Keisha family be fucking feeding them. Because them motherfuckers, I don't even know where the fuck they came from. But y'all gotta do something about that.
She Tally will not be going to jail. We love her, we stand her, she's hilarious.